I am going to introduce a new chapter, elasticity. Every material is made up of three types. One is solids, and another one is liquids, and another one is gases. Solids have definite shape and volume. The molecules of the solids are bounded each other with a particular force is called intermolecular force. The molecules of the applying forces on each other after all the adjustment and come to particular distance and become equilibrium. All the molecules of the applying forces are equilibrium. They are located in the equilibrium state in solids. When there is an external force, they are located in the equal distances, but there is some external force is applied on the body. Then the distance will try to change. The resultant force increases and try to move back and try to move elongation. This applied force is called deformation force. Deformation makes the material under strain. When force is removed, the body gets back to the original shape. That is called restoring force. Restoring force develops, it is in stress. So, elasticity and the magnitude of deformation force is equal to the restoring force. The nature of the property of restore to nature of the shape or to oppose the deformation is called elasticity. Elasticity definitions two types. One is the tendency of the force to oppose the nature of the size or shape. That is called elasticity. The tendency of the force is removed, it get back to the original shape up to its elastic limit. That is another definition. So, the body gains its original shape after removing the deformation is called elasticity. Example, elastic bodies are quartz, steel, rubber and diamond. There is no perfectly elastic bodies in nature. A few examples of perfect elastic body is quartz. Next, plasticity. The body does not partially regain its original shape after removing the deformation is called inelastic or plastic. Example, chewing gum, soldering lead, putti atta, etc. There is no perfectly plastic bodies in nature. The perfect plastic body is putti atta. Putti atta. Okay. These are so two types. One is elastic materials, and another one is inelastic materials. Elasticity develops two forces. One is deformation force and another one is restoring force. Deformation force, the body it can develop the material under strain. Restoring force can develop it is in stress. So every material has a certain plasticity and certain elasticity. Next, stress. What is stress? Internal restoring force per unit cross-sectional area is called stress. It is indicated by sigma. Sigma is equal to restoring force by A. Units: Newton per meter square. It is a tensor quantity. It is a tensor quantity. Dimensional formula is ml t power minus 2 by L square ml power minus 1 t power minus 2. What is the stress? The internal restoring force per unit cross-sectional area is called stress. When a marker area of cross-section is small, the duster area of cross-section is large. This force is 5 newtons and this force is 10 newtons. Which is more elastic? Marker pen elasticity is more comparatively with duster. Steel rubber, which has more elastic. Steel is more elastic than rubber. So elasticity depends on unit cross-sectional area. Stress depends upon its force and cross-sectional area. Force decreases, elasticity increases. So stress is in 3 types. One is longitudinal stress. Suppose stress, when we take a rod, when force is applied in this direction, another end is fixed. Deformation force is applied in this direction. The restoring force acted upon it in this direction. And these are equivalent opposite magnitudes. So this is restoring force, this is external force. So longitudinal stress means when we take a rod, two forces, F is chewing gum or putti atta. We take putti atta, the force is pulled each other, the two ends of the cross sectional areas pulled each other. What happened? The restoring force acted in opposite direction. And compressed each other. The two ends of the cross sectional areas of the putti atta is pushed each other. What happened? The restoring force acted upon it this direction. So this type of stress is called compressed stress. This type of stress is called tensile stress. So longitudinal stress means tensile stress and compressed stress. Tensile stress means the two ends of the cross-sectional areas are pulled each other. That is called repulsional forces activated. Next, the two ends of the cross-sectional areas are pushed each other. What happened? The putti atta gets close to each other. Attractional forces is formed. That is called longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress means longitudinal restoring force by area. First one is longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress means longitudinal restoring force by area is equal to FL by E. Longitudinal stress is in two types. One is tensile stress and another one is compressed stress. Next, another one. Shearing stress. Or tangential stress. Take a block. Block is fixed at one end. Some force is applied on it. What happened? Suppose we take a duster. Some force is applied. What happened? It depends upon its dimension. That is angle. The length of the cylinder. That is called shearing stress. Shearing stress is equal to shearing restoring force by area. Shearing restoring force by area. That is called shearing stress. Next, another one is volume stress. Volume stress, when a football or basketball is dipped into the water, immersed in water, the force at any point is normal to the surface. Any point is normal to the surface. The magnitude of the any point on the area, same area, depends upon its whole area. The pressure increases, volume decreases. The type of stress is called volume stress. It depends upon liquids. So, volume stress is equal to force per area. This is also known as pressure. How many types of stress? 3 types. One is longitudinal stress, and another one is shearing stress, and another one is volume stress. Volume stress is also known as hydraulic stress or bulk stress. These are 3 types of stress. Next, another one is strain. What is strain? Strain is equal to change in dimension by original dimension. Original dimension. It has no units. No units. Strain is not permanent. These are 3 types of strain. Strain is in 3 types. One is longitudinal strain. Strain, it is denoted by epsilon. Longitudinal strain. When we take a wire, when mass is suspended to it, the length of the wire is L. When M mass is suspended, what happened? The distance will increase. The distance will increase. So, strain is equal to change in dimension by original dimension. Change in dimension delta L. Delta L by, that is called longitudinal strain. Next, another one, shearing strain. Take a cylinder, one end is fixed, when force is applied on it, this length is L, displacement delta x. So, angle is theta. Tan theta is equal to delta x by L. Theta is very small. Delta x by L is equal to theta. Theta, when square, equal shape, when we take a square shaped body, L length, when force applied on it, what happened? It makes a theta. Shearing stress develops some dimension, it is theta. It depends upon its theta. So, when force is applied on it, The rectangular shape of the duster, when force is applied on it, it moves some angle. That is called shearing stress. Shearing strain. Sorry. Next another one is volume strain. When a ball is immersed in water, the pressure inside in applied in all the surface of the ball. What happened? Volume strain is equal to change in dimension. Pressure increases, volume decreases. So, change in dimension delta V. Original dimension V volume. So, volume strain is equal to delta V by V. So, how many types of strains do you have? 3 types. One is longitudinal strain, second one is shearing strain, and third one is volume strain. Longitudinal strain delta L by L. Shearing strain delta X by L, that is theta is small, is equal to theta. Next, volume strain is equal to delta V by V. So, stress means restoring force, strain means deforming force. Next, another statement, Hooke's law. Hooke's law, within the elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is equal to some constant, equality lo proportionality lonchi equality lo తీసుకొచ్చినప్పుడు some ఆ కాన్స్టెంట్ modulus of elasticity is equal to stress by strain. When a mass is suspended to a spring, what happened? A mass of the body. What happened? The distance change. So, stress is in y-axis, strain is in x-axis. To make a graph, what happened? Proportionality, this point, and this is called elastic point. This point is called elastic point. This is proportionality constant. This topic is another next class. Proportionality constant, elastic point. For deformation beyond the elastic, the body does not gain its original shape or size. When the external force is removed, it should be disconnected. అది నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో వస్తుంది, అప్పుడు చెప్తాను మళ్ళా దానికి. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ మాడ్యులస్ ఆఫ్ ఎలాస్టిసిటీ. మాడ్యులస్ ఆఫ్ ఎలాస్టిసిటీ ఈజ్ ఇన్ 3 types. One is Young's modulus. Young's modulus of elasticity. It is indicated by Y. And another one is shear modulus. And another one is bulk modulus. Shear modulus and bulk modulus. Young's modulus. Longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. Longitudinal stress F by A by longitudinal strain delta L by L. FL by A delta L. A is area of cross section. F is equal to M mass depends upon its gravity. So F is equal to mg into L by pi r square into delta L. Young's modulus. Units of Young's modulus. ml t power minus 2 by L square ml power minus 1 t power minus 2. Delta L by L, there is no units. Next, shear modulus. Shear modulus. Shear modulus is represented by shearing stress by shearing strain. It is also represented as tangential modulus. So, shearing stress F by A by shearing strain. Shearing strain delta x by L. Delta x by L is represented as theta. So, F by A by theta ante F by A theta. Next, bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is equal to volume stress by volume strain. అంటే బాడీ వాల్యూమ్ స్ట్రెయిన్ లో మనం గమనిస్తున్నట్లయితే ఇన్నర్ ప్రెషర్ అవుటర్ ప్రెషర్. ఇన్నర్ ప్రెషర్ is denoted by P naught, outer pressure is denoted by P. So P minus P naught pressure represent చేస్తుంది. So volume stress is equal to F by A by volume strain delta V by V. F by A fluids low pressure is equal to force per area P by delta V by V. P increases, volume decreases. So minus PV by delta V. That is called bulk modulus. Compressibility. How many types of modulus of elasticities? 3 types. One is Young's modulus of elasticity. Second one is shear modulus of elasticity. And third one is bulk modulus of elasticity. Young's modulus, longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. Shear modulus, shearing stress by shearing strain. It is also known as tangential modulus of elasticity. So F by A theta. Bulk modulus of elasticity, volume stress by volume strain, P by delta V by V minus PV by delta V. These are the 3 modulus of elasticity. Next, another one is compressibility. Compressibility. The reciprocal of the bulk modulus is called compressibility. Compressibility means the reciprocal of the reciprocal of the bulk modulus is called compressibility. Next, another one, Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio. When L length of the wire is taken, some load is applied on it, some force is applied on it. Length increases, and also radius of the wire is also decreases. So sigma is equal to delta R by R by delta L by L. అంటే lateral compressed strain by longitudinal elongation strain or lateral strain by transverse strain అలా కూడా చెప్పచ్చు. అయితే ఇక్కడ L ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంటే రేడియస్ ఏమవుతుందండి? డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. మనం 0.5 డయామీటర్ ఉన్నటువంటి 1 డయామీటర్ ఉన్నటువంటిది 1 సెంటీమీటర్ రేడియస్ కలిగినటువంటి ఒక థిన్ వైర్ని తీసుకున్నాం. దానికి లోడ్ అప్లై చేసి ఏమవుతుంది? రేడియస్ లోడ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యే కొలది దాని యొక్క రేడియస్ ఏమవుతుంది? డిక్రీజ్ అయిపోవడం జరుగుతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ Poisson's ratio. అంటే ది రేషియో బిట్వీన్ lateral compressional strain by longitudinal elongation strain is called Poisson's ratio. దీని వాల్యూస్ సిగ్మా వాల్యూస్ lies between 0.5 to 4 సంథింగ్ ఉండొచ్చు. ఒకసారి చూసి సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద టాపిక్.